There is nothing with a name, not with the body, not with the form. And India has been proud for thousands and thousands of such enlightened masters like Paramahansa Yogananda. And we are so rich. But what is happening is, despite having the wealth, we are not using it. Right now the statement which is there, that if you go and have a look at it, he's saying, his statement is, don't run away from yourself. Don't run away from yourself. You face whatever it is. Deal with it step by step. Whatever your problems are, deal with it one step at a time. And you'll be amazed to say, I did it. I'll give you an example. Paramahansa Yogananda went off. He didn't have any money. And he didn't want to study. He wasn't going to school. He was born into this. He said, what is the idea of all this study? But then he met his guru. That's another story. And the guru guided him. No, you must finish. Finish your education, finish your graduation. So heart wasn't in it, but he started studying. He said, Guru has told me, so I have to do it. And he studied and he finished his graduation. And in between, many times he ran away from home. When he went off to Kashi, Banaras, he wanted to go to mountain Himalaya, and he wanted to go and become a monk. And every time he was caught and brought back. Elder brother told him, you're like that falling leaf, good for nothing. So Paramahansa Yogananda said, falling leaf is also very good for the plants and the manure. He shook up 18 years after Swami Vivekananda. He was the next speaker of the World Religion Conference. And he is not known to have done many miracles. But there are quite a few miracles he's done. We generally rate the people by the number of miracles they could do. Like we praise Jesus Christ because Jesus Christ did so many miracles. No? One of the miracles Paramahansa Yogananda, on his first lecture on that's how I'm remembering it. Dayamata, she was 17-year-old and she had come down with her mother to listen to the talk. And at the end of the talk, Dayananda is from a staunch Catholic family who runs church. And her father is actually the chief priest on that. And she came with mother to listen to Paramahansa Yogananda. After the talk, she was very shy, very timid, and her face had terrible, dark, bloody marks and very ugly. And they tried for 7-8 years for various doctors in America, couldn't be cured. She nudged mother, said, I want to go and meet him. So mother took her, holding her hand and told Paramahansa Yogananda, this is my daughter, she wants to meet you. The Paramahansa Yogananda looked at her and said, you're feeling very shy for your face marks, isn't it? So she, very silent, she just looked down, didn't say anything. He asked her, do you believe that I can heal you? She just nodded her head. So Paramahansa Yogananda touched her face and said, as thy belief goes, may that happen to thee. Now this is a famous statement, those who have been Christians. Jesus Christ used to use this very often. Same statement. As thy belief goes, may that happen to thee. He said it. Naturally, nobody believed, and she also didn't. Next day, her face was clean, totally. And if you see her picture, she spent thereafter her entire life. She told mother, I want to go and join. Now, Paramahansa Yogananda had no intentions of getting girls into the ashram. He wanted it to be for men, because it's generally men and women, when they're mixed together, they can be a problem. When their mother came down, firstly, and mother came and said, sir, she wants to join you. And strangely, Paramahansa Yogananda said, sure. And she joined, and we were lucky to meet her. We had gone down to the ashram and in Incinita. And right now, Ishwarananda, who is the General Secretary of the YSS in India, he was that time with their mother there. And we have sent a message. Their mother sent a huge basket, such a big basket. Somebody carried it at home, packed with fruits for me, and we were 3 others, had gone from India. So just to welcome us. Imagine. Not only that, she had asked Ishwarananda to take us to the nearest 3 centers. One was the lake shrine, beautiful lake along which the shrine was built, where the autobiography was written by Paramahansa Yogananda. We went to his room where he was having a divine vision of the mother, and he had called Devamata to come. And Devamata came with 2-3 others and watched him in talking as if the Divine Mother is talking through him. And the voice became a female voice. His voice became a female voice. And this has all been kind of recorded and written about. He had there is another place called Incinita, a beautiful place, a huge ocean in front, the Pacific Ocean, and it is on the Grand Canyon, somewhere on that line. From California, it's about 2.5 hours of journey, and he had built, that place when you walked in there, it is so peaceful, so calm. I have never thought about that word. You all have read about it, that when you go to Kashmir, and it is very famously said, if there is Zinnat, Zinnat is, Wasim is heaven, isn't it? Yeah. If there is Zinnat, I don't know the exact Hindi words, it goes on to say, Ehi hai, ehi hai, ehi hai. This is in Kashmir, it is said. I felt that without remembering those words. As I walked in there, that if there is heaven, it is over here. It is so peaceful, so beautiful. That place must be 20-odd acre land. And along one track, wonderful flowers, there is tennis court, there is table tennis court, and monks and lady monks, they all lived there. And they really treated us beautifully well. The chief monk was waiting for us outside, standing like, VVIPs were coming in or something. And we went around. Along the road, beautiful road, half the size of this road, going all around the track, all made by the devotees, everything by the devotees. I saw some of the devotees were attending the garden. We had gone early morning, 7:30. By 8 o'clock, they called us for a cup of tea. We had tea and snacks with them. So along the road on the left-hand side, just next to the flower bed, entire places with flowers. You will be amazed, I have never seen this before. Half the size of this width and not more than 1 foot deep. Only this much. The water is running through. There must be some kind of a slope by which the water is churning. And it is right through the perimeter, the entire area. And you know what? Such big, colorful, yellow, red fish swimming around there. Meaning thousands of them, not one or two. It's amazing. He had built a temple which was right, overlooking the Pacific. His thing is right at the beach. And where his property in Ensenada is sheer drop to the ocean. There's no beach there as such. And he had built a very nice meditation temple which could accommodate 15, 20 people or so. And he had built a beautiful white one. And when we went and stood there, they told us the story. That is the second one. The first one, which he had made exactly like that, after about some 6 months, 8 months, 1 year time, exact time I don't know, it crumbled and fell down into the ocean. So he's saying, I asked God, you asked me to make it. Divine Mother, you asked me to make it. I made it. And now you crumbled it and you followed down. It has fallen. Why? Why does it have to be? We are working for you, Divine Mother, God. He says, I got a message. I am running this entire universe. There are millions of deaths and millions of things that are happening. I'm not complaining. Why are you complaining for one little problem? I will tell you, those of you who read there is a book in the world history. It's called The History of World Religion. It's by Houston Smith, Dr. Houston Smith. And it is quoted in Bhagavad Gita, which Paramahansa Yogananda had written, called God Talks to Arjuna. It is page 246. And it's about 5th para, chapter 2, verse 31, Bhagavad Gita being explained. In which in the 5th para, this Dr. Houston says that India, the conquered, would conquer her conquerors in the 21st century. And he's quoting somebody else who had made the statement. Houston Smith is quoting. This Houston Smith, his book is still, he's a staunch world religion authority, not just Christian. He's Christian. His granddaughter died. His favorite granddaughter, at the age of 12, coming back from school, a tempo traveler hit her and she died on the spot. So one of the journalists comes and asks him, so Dr. Houston, you keep talking about God, God, God. Everybody's so shy about God. Tell me, now your granddaughter is dead, and do you still think about God, God, God? Quite sarcastically must have been. And the lady who was saying it, she was a Christian herself, and she's narrating it because she was happened to be there, who was fond of Dr. Houston Smith. Houston Smith was a follower of Vivekananda, Paramahansa Ramakrishna, and Paramahansa Yogananda. He was a world religion authority. He said, this is his statement, that the world is losing millions of people every day. Every day there are parents and children are dying. And just because my granddaughter is dying today, I should say whether God exists or not? How absurd, how absurd, how absurd. There are 3 times he said it. I'll give you an example. We keep thinking that these great spiritual leaders and all that, they're all in the bomb. And I wish I had met somebody. I wish I had met the real teacher. And then I would be enlightened. I wish I had met Paramahansa Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, Jesus Christ, or Paramahansa Yogananda. One of the sessions where Sharda ma'am and we had gone down, there was a talk. I don't like crowd. We try to kind of avoid crowd. Now, those of you who have been here for quite some time, Swarananandaji, who is the secretary of the YSS in India, had come down to Pune for a talk, and he gave a talk at Gandharva Rangamach. I wanted to go and meet him. I had not met any one of them. any one of the leaders then. I wanted to go and meet him, but the crowd was so much. We were sitting in the front row. They had kindly left 2 chairs for us. And strangely, Emma Bingley was sitting behind us. And they put us right at the front. However, I was looking at her, I said, I want to go and talk to him. And at the end of the stage, the people, the way they rushed at it, I said, no way, come, let's leave. So we came away. As we were coming outside, as we were coming, they were giving some pamphlets and things like that. And they said, by the way, are you all attending? There is a workshop for 3 days. Smarananda ji is doing it near Khanapur, right? Khanapur. That is somewhere there in Anil sir's village also. Khanapur, no? We said, good, we will go. So next morning, early morning, 5 o'clock we left. 7 o'clock it starts. It's about 2 hours journey right through the NDA mountain, deep into the mountain. We went there and we attended the session around 8 o'clock. It's a whole day session, 8 o'clock for the breakfast break. So we came out. It was a nice sunny day, very cold. So we were standing in the sun. I was putting on my chappal. During this time, Smarananda ji was doing the session. I was telling Paramahansa Yogananda, you are my guru. He has come, he is your child, he is your disciple. Tell him, I want to meet him. Can you hear? I said, please tell him, I want to meet him. And I somehow believe always, whatever I say, it happens. So we came out, we were putting on the slippers, Sharda Ma'am and I, suddenly one white robed, one of the volunteer, one of the disciple of, comes down and said, are you Dr. Ghosh? I said, yes. He said, Maharaj wants to meet you, Swamiji wants to meet you. I said, meet me? He said, yes sir, please come with me. And when we were walking down, when we went down, he was sitting with Adyanand, Brahmachari Adyanand, both of them, were talking to various disciples one by one, single, not in a group. So there were 2-3 people in front of us, we were waiting. Then after that, he said, please come. As I went there, tears were flowing out of my eye. I said, you must be wondering, I was smiling also. I said, you must be wondering, why am I crying? Do you know why you're meeting me? Then he smiled and he said, tell me. I said, because you've been ordered by Paramahansa Yogananda. Do you know, I asked him, that you have to meet me today. I tried to meet you yesterday. I could meet you. And you all know, he came down here twice. He's come to this school. He's talked to all of you. This is how the presence of the great masters are always there. And all the great masters, we make a mistake saying they're separate. They're not separate, they're all one. And that one, understand that one is none other than you. You and all the great masters of the world, they're all one. All you have to do is get connected. You have to make the effort to get connected. I'll give you a short meditation process if there is time. If there is time, 2-3 minutes, I will take you. This meditative process is nothing else. What is this? I'll give you a simple example for you to understand it. We have heard about ocean and the waves. All of them were also waves, isn't it? In that ocean of life. In this ocean of... So that ocean is who? God. Let's take an example to understand it. And the waves are you and me. Now, understand. We generally tend to think ocean is big. So, big ocean, big consciousness, very powerful. And we are a small wave. We have a small little water. Ocean is big water. So, God is powerful. We are small. Now, the moment wave becomes calm, the moment you sit still and become calm, the waves are calm and the ocean and you become one. Then all this great consciousness and which is say they were all waves, they all are one. Is there a difference now? This was Robbin Ghosh wave and that is Sharda Ghosh wave or something like that. They're all one. That oneness is what you need to attain, and you will suddenly find strange data, information will come out. I'm very happy many of you spoke today. Start speaking to the people and sharing. I'll give you a quick, very simple 2-3 minutes. You practice it. Maybe 15 minutes a day in the morning, 15 minutes at night. Just watch what will happen to you. You are not your body. Neither are you your breath. If you don't breathe, you're dead. But the breath is the one which connects you with this supreme consciousness and your body. That spirit, soul, Atman, God, Krishna, whatever Allah name you wish to call, and you, gets you connected to that. In which you have to sit straight, because if you don't sit straight, there's nothing wrong with lying down and meditating. Also, you can do that. But what will happen? You try it out. You lie down and meditate, I'll give you 5 minutes. You'll be snoring. You'll go off to sleep. If you don't sit properly, if your back is hunched, you'll have garbage thoughts in your mind. And our mind is like a monkey which is drunk and which has got a scorpion bite. And the monkey has fallen down from the tree, and as it has fallen down, the scorpion is bitten, so he is burning with pain. He tries to climb back into the tree, and a ghost enters his body. Can you imagine the plight of that monkey? Your and my mind is like that. So that needs to be calmed down and purification. Which breath is the thread? Like a kite flies, that thread which holds on to that kite, your breath is that one. So they realize that if you notice, if you get very angry, how do you breathe? Like that, no? And when you're very calm and peaceful and smiling, and if you're listening to any talk which is spiritual, you will find you're hardly breathing. It automatically happens. Now, that breathing, first, 5 to 6 times. Today we will do just 2 to 3 times for paucity of time. When you sit down, just breathe in, not like as you see in the television, Ramdevji is breathing. That is not wrong. I'm not making joke of it. That is a Hatha Yoga breathing. Okay? That's also very good, Patanjali, but it's for a different. What is the purpose? Have good body and good health and good kidney and liver and heart and all that stuff. We are saying get connected to your supreme who you are really, which is the spirit, the soul within. Get connected to that. You are not your body. You are not your body, meaning the body has got 3 states. Awakened state, dream sleep state, and deep sleep state. There are 3 states through which we live. But there is another state, and which is called Chaturtham or Turiya. The 4th state. The 4th state is actually you. I will show you a way to get connected to that. It's not difficult. It's very simple. And the more you practice, you will find that you will get done from the first time itself. You will get connected to it. And you'll get kind of tempted to get more connected. What will happen if you get connected? Nothing in the world becomes impossible for you. Why? Because this whole universe, as per Vedanta, is created by what? This consciousness and existence. I'm existing here so you can see me. What is the opposite of existent? Not existent. That means I don't exist. So every one of us, everything around us, this world, this earth, planets, stars, galaxy, it's existing, which is, as per Vedanta, Ishvara, along with consciousness, both together. With the consciousness, you experience the existence. Understanding with this little background, you sit straight, close your eyes, focus between the eyebrow to the tip of the nose, wherever you're comfortable, either tip of the nose or eyebrow. Make sure your chin is not down. You will notice many people in the meditation, they tend to do like this. They'll go off to sleep. You'll find very soon, very good way to go to sleep. You sit like that and breathe 2-3 times, you will suddenly find you've gone off. Yes, it does calm your mind in that kind of a sleep, and people call it yoga nidra, but it is not the purpose. Our purpose is right now not to sleep. You are sleeping enough to awaken now. So what do? You close your eyes I'm closing my eyes. Right arm and the left arm. This is called Dhyana Mudra or Jnana Mudra. Put right over left in front of your navel or rest it on top of your thigh as per your comfort level. When you're sitting cross-legged and on the floor, it should be resting on the thigh. Since you're sitting on a chair, you can do it as you're comfortable. And now, you breathe in and breathe out just 3 times. As you're breathing in calmness, love, harmony, joy, abundance of this universe, which you are the commander of that. You can control it. As you breathe out anger, jealousy, greed, small-mindedness, pettiness, sickness, poverty, lack of job, fight with your partner, whatever it is, negative things in your life, just breathe it out. 3 times. Normal breathing, not long breath, not short breath. Normal, whatever is normal to you. Now, silently, at home or somewhere else, if there are other people who are doing it, I'm giving you an Omkar meditation. Om is, I had explained to you earlier, those of you who were not there, Om comes from A, U and In Islam, it is Ameen. And in Christianity, it is Amen. All 3 mean the same thing. If you practice saying Amen or Amen or Om, you will find your navel is going inside. Irrespective of your age, your body, whether you're a man or a woman, it will go inside and you say Om like that. Now say it silently in your mind. A is the waking state. What is the waking state? Like we are right now. U, A, U and M. U is the dream state or a sleep state. And M is the deep sleep state. A and U, both put together in Sandikshan in Sanskrit become O. So your O should be, when you say it, not Om, Om, Om. It should be a long drawn Om as you're comfortable. O and end of it is M. You do it silently. Just practice it at home also, because you might disturb otherwise other people. Unless you're in a place where everybody is chanting and doing, then you can do that loudly. So when you're doing it, that silently in your mind, imagine that is the waking state, but that is being experienced by me because of my consciousness, by awareness. Same awareness tells me I'm sitting here, I'm awake, and this is 5th of January, and today this is about 9 o'clock time. Same awareness is telling you I'm awake, I'm in the waking state. And the when it goes to the extended, which is A and U put together O, you say this is the dream state. I'm dreaming. But I am not the one who's awake. It is the awareness which is experiencing the body being awake. I am the awareness. I am the awareness which is experiencing the dream sleep state. I am not the dream sleep state. It is the awareness which is experiencing. And it is changing to deep sleep state. I am neither the deep sleep state. It is the awareness which is experiencing. I am the awareness which is the deep sleep state. I am not experiencing it, because in deep sleep you don't experience anything. Your mind is zero, your senses are zero in deep sleep. But when you come out of the deep sleep, you realize I have had a good deep sleep. That is because of that awareness which is there. So you say it is the absence of all experiences, which is the dark, black zone, if you imagine and sit and meditate. But I am not the dark, black zone. I am the light, which is awareness, which is consciousness. Beyond that, 1, 2, 3, beyond the deep sleep is the Chaturtham, the Turiam. I am that light. So do it silently, and towards the end, You experience that light all around you, that you are that light. Let's start. Silently. I am not the waking state. I am the awareness which is experiencing this body and the mind in the wakeful state. And I'm experiencing which is changing from wakeful state to the sleep dream state. I'm the awareness which is experiencing the dream sleep state. I'm not the body mind going into deep sleep state. The mind and the body has gone off to sleep. All thoughts have gone off to sleep. I'm in deep sleep state. This I is not the mind, not the body. It's the big I. It's the awareness which is experiencing the absence of all experience in the darkness of experience, of the blank, black wall. I am the light which dispels all darkness of ignorance, darkness of not knowing. I am the light which is the same light of the infinite universe, the galaxies, the sun. I am the same light which has been the great masters of the universe. I am the same light which is the Ishvara, God, Allah, whichever way you like to think of. I am the same light. It is because of the grace of the Supreme Consciousness, God, Allah, Christ, Krishna, Divine Mother, whichever name I call, and we are not separate. When I look at God as the Supreme Master and the servant, when I look at Him as a big God and I'm a small person, I look at Him as my friend, as my father, as my mother. And when I look at Him as the consciousness, as the light, He and I are not separate, we are one. Experiencing through the Om, this awareness in the waking state, in the dream state, I'm experiencing through the awareness. I'm experiencing the absence of all experience in the deep sleep state. I am that supreme calm state of bliss, of the joy. I am the Shantam. I am the Shiva. Chidanda Rupaham, Shivoham, Shivoham. When you're waking up for a short display, you should not be moving at all, not even one muscle. Muscles will want to move. Just command with your willpower, I shall not move. Now when you come up to the waking state, don't wake up like as we were before. Wake up with the awareness
that I am the awareness, I am the consciousness. I am the supreme consciousness which is permeating the entire universe with the power of the God to create anything. When I wake up, as husband, as wife, as mother, as father, as a professional, as a teacher, as a staff, as a fellow being, as a friend, I'm waking up but playing the role of that awareness along with the father, mother, friend, professional role, and carry that awareness throughout the day. I'm the awareness playing the role. Just like an actor plays on a stage 3 roles, same actor, and you clap. You are playing in your life 3 roles: waking, dreaming, and deep sleep with the same consciousness. When you're silent, be silent after every Om for a few seconds. Enhance your consciousness with the understanding, I am that consciousness. I am not the body, not the dream state, not the deep sleep state. Nor am I my name, my form, my function. But I perform when I wake up with this consciousness now of goodness, of righteous behavior, of truth, of purity, and service to everyone. When you open your eyes, look at your own knee or at your own palm, and you may open your eyes. I pray for all of you to take up the journey